Hey everyone, it's Nina. Welcome to the 5-minute stretch series. Today we are going to work on opening up the hips. So we're going to work on stretching muscles surrounding the hips and also a little bit on the mobility as well. So if you sit at a desk all day and you store a lot of tension here in your hips, this is perfect for you. So to get started, we're going to come into a squat position with your feet a little bit farther than hip distance apart. So you're going to start off like this with your toes slightly out, and you're just going to lower down into a squat. You can bring your hands to your heart, and all we're going to do is begin to slowly pulse our way all the way down. So if this is a little bit too intense for you, the farther you go down, just make sure you have a block or something underneath your hips. So right now we're just working on the mobility, working up, creating a little bit more space in the hip joint. So lowering all the way down until you come down into that Malasana Squat. Still kind of pulsing up and down here. And you can kind of move from side to side. Might feel a little weird, but your hips will thank you for this. And then you can just come to a static hold here and just allow yourself to sink a little bit more down. It's okay if your heels aren't flat on the ground or if you need a block, you're still working on opening up the hips. And then just kind of rock from side to side, maybe lifting one heel up, just pushing the opposite knee out. So you should feel a little bit of this in the groin as well. Good. And then push yourself all the way up to standing. Shake your hips out a little bit. Next up, we're going to do standing figure 4. So maybe you have a wall or a chair nearby to hold on if you need a little bit of help with balance. Bring your right knee up, place the outside of your right ankle over your left knee, and then lower your hips down and back. You can place your hands on your shins just for some place to put your hands. Don't put any pressure on your shin while you're here. You just want to feel that gentle stretch in that outer hip. Slowly push up, and we're going to switch sides. Bring that left knee up, place the outside of your left ankle over your right knee, and lower down. So you really want to work on creating that external rotation within the hip and not the knee joint. So think about externally rotating that femur bone, that upper leg bone, and then sink a little bit deeper if you can. Slowly release. Bring your feet wide apart with your toes pointing forward. So we're going to work on opening up the inner thighs here by going into like a modified version of Skandasana. So you're going to keep your right leg straight and you're going to bend your left knee until you start to feel that deep stretch on that inner right thigh. Good. And then switch sides, start to bend your right knee and straighten your left. Keeping your hips nice and low, feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. If you want to go deeper, you can also go into full Skandasana. Either way, as long as you feel that stretch on the inner hip or the inner thigh. And then just go back and forth here from side to side, gently opening up the groin and those inner thigh muscles. To come back to center, come all the way up to standing. We're going to roll the hips out. So bring your hands to your hips and just start to externally or rotate your hips going one way and then reverse direction. So working a little bit more on the mobility and the range of motion here. It's important after we stretch. Sometimes we can break up some stiff tissue that's been built up from not moving. All right, switch to the other side. Bring that left knee up and rotate out. Slow and controlled, and switch directions. You might feel like there's some crunchiness in the hip, or it might feel a little tight. That's okay. We're just working it out right now. And lower down. We're going to shake it out like we do at the end of all of our 5-minute classes. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs, shake out the hips. And that's it. If you guys are looking for more workouts or stretches or any other information about opening up the body, check out my blog and my website, nina-elise.com. I will put a link below for you guys to click on. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video.